Welcome back. We are seeing the lab creation. So, for a high level design, for time saving, I have already made the design over here. This is a tool that is draw.io, and this is a free tool where Microsoft also has its tool VGO, but it is a paid version. So, we are going for draw.io. This is a very simple tool, and here you can see there are different shapes, sizes which we can get, and everything regarding Active Directory, from entity relation, UML, AWS, cloud, Cisco, even Cisco routers and everything we can get over here, the shapes and figures, and then we can design the layout. So this is a very helpful tool. All the architects, solution architects for designing use this tools. So here, if we type EC2 and you want that shape, just press yeah, then we can just drag and drop using this. So this is how the platform actually works. So this is how I have designed this, and you can see our proposed solution, how a high level design is being proposed. For time sake, I have already made it. So you can see this is the VPC. Overall, here we can see VPC is there. There are two availability zones, availability zone 1 and 2. There is a cloud watch for monitoring all this process. And then you can see public subnet where EC2 WordPress is deployed on EC2, and in private subnet our RDS is there, RDS master and standby. Here, this both the servers, there are two servers like availability zone 1 and 2, and then these are connected to the application load balancer where it is connected to the AWS firewall. When a user accesses the AWS application, whatever the WordPress we have deployed over EC2, it goes through different steps. So first what it will hit is AWS firewall, where a firewall will decide whether the request from the user is coming from a valid source or not, and is it for a valid target, like is it for a valid IP, URL or a port of that target. So this is done, like the security thing is done over AWS firewall. As we know, firewall is a basic term, and what it actually does is, so it will validate, and then it will validated request will be sent to the application load balancer. As you know, the name suggests load balancing, so it will route the traffic according to the usage of the server. So if a server is highly used, then the application load balancer will decide itself where to route the traffic. So application load balancer, as you know, it works for different availability zones. So here our two servers are in different availability zones, availability zone 1 and 2. Here you can see in public subnet, this is the exact replica for availability zone 2, the EC2 WordPress 1 and 2, both are same. And here RDS master in first availability zone is there, and RDS standby is there. If anything happens to RDS master, if he fails, then RDS standby is promoted. As RDS master holds both read and write capability, but RDS standby, as you know, it holds only a read capability. And this is secure. The security groups are done over here. The port is 3306 for RDS to be connected to the EC2, and the application load balancer port for 443 for both the servers. So this is how it actually works. The request will be forwarded upon the application load balancer. He will forward the request, and then this both EC2 WordPress and EC2 WordPress 1 and 2 both are connected to RDS master. This is how our proposed solution is. This is how the WordPress deployment will be done. And if you want to like, it can be more complex by adding VPNs, different web services. As we are using AWS, we can add different web services, and then it can be a most complex structure. But for the time's sake, and having an easy understanding what proposed solution looks like, this is how it looks. And the main characteristics, like main characters, that is the availability zone for providing high availability, application load balancer for having a load balanced, like to route the traffic well, and this is how the RDS connections are to be done. Okay, so This is how a high level design works. And what about cost estimation? So every platform has its own cost estimation. So now I'm taking you to AWS pricing calculator. This is how the real cost estimation is done. So you will get an estimate of the cost for your architecture solutions. So here we go for create estimate, and whatever the services we are going to use from AWS platform, we will select here. Let's say EC2. So now you can see EC2 will configure it, and we'll come to know how much we are going to spend on the service. So this is the region. We have been selected the region, the EC2 instance specifications, like we are what operating system we are going to use. It is Linux. Then next is how much vCPUs, what is the instance type. So T4G.X large is selected, and the quantity as in the proposed solution. As in a high level diagram, I had showed you two servers, so let's go for quantity of two. Then pricing strategy, as I have as you know, there are different pricing models, that instance saving plans, compute saving plans. So EC2 instance saving plans we are going. This is the reservation term if we go for 1 year, and if we go for 3 years with no upfront cost. If we want all or partial, we can see the payment options. This is EBS, what is the volume that we are going to use. EC2 estimation. So as you can see, for instance saving plans, instance monthly, and EBS pricing, both this comes under EC2 estimate. So you can see 129.08 USDs. But if we go for a 3-year plan, if we go for a 3-year reservation, then the 40% is cut off, like you can just pay 90.68 USD. So this is how, if we go for a long term plans, then we can get discounts over that. And this is how the pricing strategy will be done. So we can see over here, add to my estimate. Okay, here we can see for the 12-month cost 1088.18 USD is being calculated. Now we are going to use RDS2. So like for different services, you can just select. Now RDS for MySQL we are going to use. So in that region, what we had selected, for which region, as it is two servers, two RDS, so it's two being selected. And then the instance, as you know, which instance is going to be beneficial, that is DB. Like we have selected the instance type. Then deployment, yes, it is a multi-AZ deployment, as we have two ability zones. Now pricing model, we can select on demand or reserved. So we are going for on demand. And calculations, you can see the calculation, how it is calculated. And then if we click here, this is the storage, backup storage you can explore. And then you can see RDS cost. So add to my estimate. So this is how the actual RDS, now two services are being selected. You can see RDS and EC2, and this is how the cost estimation is done. So this is how your proposed solution is done, and how the HLD and cost estimation we have seen. So let's stop here.